Morning. So today we are going to start the new topics. So we have covered the many videos. So today's topic is North equation. So you know that is very important part of the electrochemistry. So we'll start the North equation. So myself the Barik sir. So Barik sir's chemistry. So the North equation. So that is we know the electrode potential, standard electrode potential. Electrode potential means the tendency of the electrode to lose or gain electron. So it is a intensive property. It doesn't depend upon the moles or mass. So the electrode potential, when the in electrochemical cell there is two electrodes are there. One is the positive electrode, that is another is the negative electrode. The negative electrode here it is called the anode, and the positive electrode is called the cathode, because at the anode the oxidation takes place, and at the cathode the reduction takes place. So because of the oxidation, there is loss of electron, there is surplus of electron at anode. That's why it is a negative sign. The negative electron it is called. And it is little bit different from the electrochemicals, electrolytic cell. In a electrochemical cell, that is a anode where the electron loss, and a cathode the electron gain, the electron transfer from the anode to cathode. So when the two electrodes, that is the basically the potential difference. The tendency to loss is called the oxidation potential, and the tendency to gain electron is called the reduction potential. And the sum of oxidation potential and the reduction potential of anode and a cathode, the oxidation potential of anode and the reduction potential of a cathode, as I told. So that summation is the electromotive force by E cell by cell potential. So the electrode potential and cell potential are two types. One is the standard electrode potential, and the sum of standard electrode potential is the standard cell potential, what normally we calculate. Another is the normal cell potential and a normal electrode potential. So normal means what happens? So standard electrode potential means what? Standard electrode potential means, suppose this is a electrolytic cell where the electrode is dipped inside it. So this is the electrode. It is connected to the somewhere. So if the 1 m concentrated solution is taken here and the temperature is 298 Kelvin, then the electrode potential is called as the standard electrode potential, that is E naught. E naught. Electrode potential is called as the standard electrode potential. I hope you understand where the concentration is 1 m and the temperature is 298 Kelvin, then it's called as the standard electrode potential. So if we will take the zinc and here we will take the 1 m zinc sulfate solution, then this is the zinc is most of the time it is used as the oxidation potential. So here the reaction takes place, Zn converted to 2 electron. So it is the electrode potential will be E naught Zn to Zn plus 2. E naught Zn to Zn plus 2. So that means it is the standard electrode potential, and the value which is given in your book, and it is the standard value, that is 0.78 volt. So this way, the electrode potential, the single electrode potential is not determined because the oxidation and reduction never takes place independently. So whenever it is connected to the standard electrode, like the SHE, like the calomel electrode, like the silver electrode. So where the electrode potential is determined, that is the standard electrode potential. You try to understand when the temperature is 298 Kelvin and the concentration is 1 m concentration. So then the electrode potential is called as the standard electrode potential. But if it is the gaseous electrode, for the gaseous electrode, the pressure is maintained at 1 atmospheric pressure. If it is gaseous electrode, then the pressure is maintained at 1 atmospheric pressure. So, so now I am will tell you again, the standard electrode potential is the potential of the electrode when it is dipped inside 1 m concentrated solution, and for gaseous electrode it is under 1 atmospheric pressure and a temperature is maintained at 290 Kelvin, then it is called the electrode potential is called as the standard electrode potential. Okay, but if you will change this concentration, instead of 1 m, this value is this experimental value that is given in books and all materials everywhere it is given in the. But if I change this concentration instead of 1 m and instead of the temperature 298 Kelvin, if I change it to 273 Kelvin, if I change to 303 Kelvin, then what will happen? Does this value remain same? That is the point. So the value will definitely change because the electrode potential depends upon the concentration of the ions. So you know the standard, the E naught oxidation potential, E naught oxidation potential is inversely proportional to the metal ion concentration. When the metal ion concentration increases because of the Lee-Chatterjee's concept, so with the increase of the metal ion concentration, the oxidation potential decreases. Similarly, and the oxidation potential and the reduction potential, E naught reduction potential, that is directly proportional to the metal ion concentration. Means when the metal ion concentration increases, then the reduction potential will decreases. That point you have to remember. So what we have to study here? So the Nernst equation, the application of the Nernst equation is to determine the electrode potential at any concentration and any temperature. That is the concept we are going to read. That's why I have explained all these things. You can understand. So let me write. So what is the Nernst equation? It is used to determine electrode potential, and cell potential at any concentration and temperature. So that is the application of the Nernst equation. Nernst equation is used to determine the electrode potential and cell potential at any concentration and any temperature. That is the very important part that we have to understand. So how it can be determined? So here, how to determine the electrode potential at any concentration at any temperature. So for the determination of the electrode potential, let me write some of the equation. You know the delta G, that is the free energy change, that is the Gibbs equation. The delta G is equal to the delta G decreases when the work done. When the system does some work, the delta G decreases. Let me explain. So what is the delta G? The free energy changes. The free energy, the amount of energy decreases when the system does some useful work. So that means when the system does some work, its energy decreases. The amount of energy decreases. That is called the free energy. So when the system does some work, the free energy by amount of energy decreases. That is called the free energy changes. Again, the electrical work is directly is equal to the potential difference into charge. This is the physics part. So the electrical work is equal to potential difference into the charge. The potential difference into the charge, the potential difference, as I told, the EMF is nothing but the potential difference, but E cell is equal to the potential difference. So the potential difference is the E naught cell, just I'm writing the E cell, and the charge, the unity of the charge is the Faraday, and the number of Faraday, that is the NF. So that is why the that is the NF E cell. That is the work. The W, that is equal to NF E naught E cell. So because the W is equal to delta G, so that we can write the delta G is equal to minus NF E cell, minus NF E cell. So the delta G naught, that is standard free energy change, that is equal to NF E naught cell. So where this F is the Faraday constant. F is the Faraday constant, that value is 96500, what is 484486, that we can take it 9650. And N is the number of electron exchange. Number of electron exchange here. And E naught cell is the standard EMF. E naught cell is the standard cell potential or EMF. Standard cell potential or standard EMF. So what is the E cell? E cell is the only cell potential. So that is the basic difference what we are going to study. E cell is the cell potential at any concentration at any temperature. E cell is the cell potential at any concentration and any temperatures. Okay. So, so this is the things that you have to understand. So, so at this point we have reached the delta G 0, delta G naught, that is equal to NF E naught, or the delta G is equal to NF E cell. So according to the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, the delta G is related to the delta G naught plus 2.303 RT log Kc, or you can say the equilibrium constant. Let me write Kc, or you can write the QP also. Q you can react quotient. Q we can write, that is the reaction quotient. That is the reaction quotient. So this is the equation. So in this equation, if we put these values, what we understand here. So the in place of delta G, we can write the minus NF E cell, and in place of delta G naught, that we can write minus NF E naught cell, and plus 2.303 RT log Kc, or you can write Q also, reaction quotient. Same thing we'll discuss later. So the E cell, we are going to find the relationship between the E cell. E cell is equal to the E naught cell and minus here 2.03 by NF RT, we can write here, RT log Q. So now you got the Nernst equation. This is the Nernst equation. This is the Nernst equation expression. We have reached at that point. Okay. So, you know, this R is the universal gas constant, T is the temperature, N and the number of electron, maximum number of electron, F is the Faraday constant. So, but if the T is equal to 298 Kelvin, normally the temperature we kept it as constant, only we are varying the concentration. Only we are varying the concentration. So the 298 Kelvin and F is equal to 96500 Coulomb, and value of R is equal to 8.314 Joule Kelvin inverse and mole inverse. So now you see, so by putting this value, so we can write the equation, the E cell, that is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by N log Q. That will be easier to remember. But you remember only thing, if temperature is 273, then this, instead of this value, that we can write 0.054. If the T is equal to 303, then this value is equal to 0.60. If it is 0.60, if it is 303. So that you try to understand the E cell, that is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by NF log Q. Log Q. So this way, this is the expressions. This is the Nernst equation. So now we will rewrite. This is the best way to represent the Nernst equation. So what is the Q here? Q, try to understand. So you know the Q, there is the two half reactions are there. One is the oxidation half reaction, another is the reduction reaction half reaction. So the copper plus 2 electron converted to copper. So in the equilibrium stage, what will happen? The two electron will be cancelled. Zn plus copper plus 2, that will converted to Zn plus 2 plus copper. So the Q will be how much? Q will be what? The product of the product concentration into copper concentration by the Zn concentration into copper plus 2 concentration. This is the Q, or you can say the equilibrium constant. This is the Q, or you can say the equilibrium constant. So this value we can put it here. This value we can put it here. So the E cell, E cell is equal to E naught cell minus E cell is equal to the E naught cell minus 0.059 by n log. In place of the Q, in place of the Q, we can use this value. So that is the Zn plus 2 to Zn. So that value we can use. So it will be log. Uh, but another thing you just remember, the concentration of the solid is equal to 1. Solid concentration is 1. Always the solid concentration is 1. Why? Because the solid, the total volume is occupied by the number of moles. And the solid concentration is equal to 1. So the only thing is that is the Zn plus 2 concentration by the copper plus 2 concentration. So this way we can determine the E cell. So the E naught cell that is equal to E naught oxidation potential of anode plus E naught reduction potential of a cathode. So that is the oxidation potential of an anode plus the reduction potential of the cathode. So the E naught cell is a standard value that not going to change. That is a fixed value because that depends upon the experimental value of the anode and the cathode. So what is happening? The E cell value changes with the change of concentration or the temperature, but we have chosen the temperature as a constant. So only the concentration is the variable which varies E cell. So this is the Nernst equation. Now I will, this is the Nernst equation for the determination of the cell potential. Now I will tell you the how to determine the cell potential for a electrode potential. Nernst equation for the electrode potential. Electrode potential means suppose the M converted to M plus N with the loss of N number of electrons. So the E naught E M by M plus N, that is the oxidation potential, is equal to E naught M by M plus N minus 0.059 by N log. So as it is the product concentration by the reactant concentration, there is also the product side, that is the M plus N concentration by the M concentration. But being the M concentration is 1, that is only nothing but it is the E M by M plus N is equal to distance. So this concentration will be 1. So this is the oxidation potential. Similarly, we will say the reduction potential, how it is written. So before I am giving the reduction potential, now you see the Zn converted to Zn plus 2 electron. So the E Zn by Zn plus 2 means the electrode potential of zinc at any concentration is equal to the E naught Zn by Zn plus 2 minus 0.0591 by 2, because the number of electron exchange here is 2 log Zn plus 2 concentration. Just I am denominator, I am not writing anything because that value is equal to 1 because the solid concentration is equal to 1. So that's why this value is equal to like that. And if it is the reduction potential, if you write, so that is the copper plus 2 concentration gain 2 number of electron converted to copper. So the E, or in case of the general equation, you can see that is m plus n gain number of electron converted to m. So the E m plus n by m, that is equal to E naught m plus n by m minus 0.0591 by 2 log the m concentration by the m plus n concentration. M concentration by the m plus n concentration. So that we can write here, that you can understand the m concentration is equal to 1. For the copper concentration, the E copper plus 2 to copper, that is equal to E naught copper plus 2 to copper, that is the reduction potential what I have written here. So minus 0.0591 by 2 log 1 by copper plus 2 concentration. So that what I have written here. So this is for the this equation is for uh, electrode potential, and F of 1 is for the oxidation the cell potential. It is for the cell potential and it is for the electrode potential. Okay. So now I hope you understand the things. So how, what way the Nost equation is expressed. But it had a lot of application for the different reaction. So let me give some example to solve the problem. So this equation, that is what we have written, it is for the zinc copper sulfate cell. Zinc copper sulfate cell. So now you see the different applications of uh, the electrode potential, the Nost equation. We will see the different applications of Nost equation. So different applications of the Nost equation. First is the determination of E cell and E electrode potential, E oxidation potential or reduction potential. Let us take the example. So the A converted to A plus 3 with 0.1 m concentration, and that is the short bridge, that is the B plus 2 converted to B 0.01 concentration. So we are going to determine, you find the E cell, find the E cell here. So here it is given the E naught A to A plus 3, that is equal to 0.7, and E naught B to B plus 2, that is equal to minus 0.3. Suppose this is given like this. So, how to calculate the E cell? First of all, we have to go for the equation if we write, that is the A converted to A plus 3 with the 3 number of electron, and B plus 2 gain 2 number of electron converted to B, and to equalize the electron, this will be multiplied by 2 and it will be multiplied by 3 to equalize it. So that finally that will be 2A plus 3B plus 2, and a 6 electron will be cancelled. It will be converted to 2A plus 3 plus 3B. So if you see this thing, so the maximum number of electron here, the n is equal to 2 into 3, that is equal to 6 electron is exchanged here. That we have got the E. And to calculate the E cell, that is the E naught A to A plus 3 plus E naught B plus 2 to B. So this is the oxidation potential and this is the reduction potential. So as I told earlier, so the oxidation and reduction potential This is the intensive property. It doesn't depend upon the mass or the, it doesn't depend upon the mass or moles. So that's why it will be, addition will be there without using the coefficients, because it doesn't depend on the moles. So that's why it is a intensive properties. So that we can add here. The electron potential is 0.7, and here it will be 0 minus 0.3. That is the reduction potential term it is given, and it will be minus 0.3. So that will be equal to 0.4. So E naught cell is equal to 0.4. So to calculate these things, so in the equation that we can write here. So in this equation, E cell, we are going to calculate the E naught cell is equal to 0.4 that we have calculated here. That is equal to 0.4 that we have calculated here. So minus 0.0591 by n is equal to 6 here, and a log the product ion concentration, because this is solid and this is solid. So only this thing and this thing to be taken. So that is the A plus 3 concentration to the power 2. Here it is B plus 2 concentration to the power 3. That concentration is given in the questions. So that is equal to 0.4 minus 0.0591 by 6 log A plus 3 concentration is 0.1, or 10 to the power 0.1 to the power 2, that is 0.01 to the power 3. So by calculating this, it will be 10 to the power minus 6, it will be 10 to the power minus 2. So by cancellation, it will be 10 to the power 4. So 0.4 minus 0.0591 by 6 log 10 to the power 4. Log 10 to the power 4 means it is nothing but it is equal to 4 only. Uh, So that is equal to the 0.4 minus 0.0591 by 6 into 4. So it will be cancelled, it will be 3 and it will be 2. So if you multiply these things, so that will be I mean 6, it will be consider 6, it will be 1.2 by 3. So that will be 1.2 by 3 means 0.04. So that is 0.4 minus 0.04 roughly. So that will be equal to 0.36 volt. So that is the E cell EG. E cell is equal to 0.36 volt. So this way we can calculate determine the E cell. This way you can calculate the E cell also. Sometimes the question will ask you calculate the E naught cell also. Suppose the electrode potential. Suppose the Al converted to Al plus 3 plus 3 electron, and here the concentration is 0.01 is given here. So the E aluminum to E aluminum to Al plus 3, that is equal to E naught aluminum to Al plus 3 uh, minus 0.0591 by the maximum electron is exchange here 3. Maximum electron exchange here it is equal to 3. Maximum electron exchange here is equal to 3 here, and it will be log Al plus 3 concentration by the Al. I am not writing because the Al concentration will be equal to Al concentration will be equal to 1. So that's why I am not writing. It will be 1. So this value is equal to 1.66. That is experimental value that will be given. So let me write the E naught Al2 Al plus 3. So that is equal to 1.66 volt. So it is 1.66 volt minus 0.0591 by 3, and it will be log it will be 0.01 m is given here. So it will be 10 to the power minus 2. 10 to the power minus 2, that will be that is equal to minus 2 only. So that is 1.66 minus 0.0591. by 3. Now we will make it plus because the 2 will becomes here. So then finally you can calculate the how much volt it is. So this way we can calculate the electrode potential, we can calculate the electrode potential, and we can calculate the cell potential. That is the one of the very important application um, for the any Nast equation. For the Nast equation, that is a very important application for the Nast equation. So this is the determination of the electrode potential, and this is the use for the determination of the cell potential. Now we will see the determination of the pH of the SHE. What is the SHE? C means what? The standard hydrogen electrode. The standard hydrogen electrode, the potential as per the IPSC system is considered as the 0. So that means when the hydrogen electrode, hydrogen gas under a pure and dry hydrogen gas under 1 atmospheric pressure pass through the electrolytic solution. It will pass through the electrolytic solution under the 1 m concentration of HCl. Then the cell potential is called as the standard hydrogen electrode potential, that is the SHE. So, in SHE, so what will happen? This is the hydrogen, hydrogen to H plus, that is the platinum electrodes are used. So normally this H plus concentration, this is the, in case of the SHE, that is a electrode cover will be there, that is a platinum black will be there, and the pure and hydrogen dry gas will be passed through it. So that is 1 m HCl is there. So then the electrode potential is 0. Suppose instead of the 1 m, I will make some different concentration, let it be 0.01 m HCl. So then this value will be something, some different value will come out. So then the H22 H plus, that is equal to E naught H22 H plus minus 0.0591 by the 2, because the H2 will be converted to 2H plus 2 electron. So the number of electrons is 2, the log H plus concentration to the power 2 by the H2, it is the pressure will be used. That is the pressure used. So this value is equal to 0. This value is equal to 0. So that is minus 0.0591 by 2. The log, it will be 2 is here, it will comes out here. The 2 will be cancelled into 2. The log H plus concentration. This pressure is equal to 1 atmosphere, that is why it is also not written. So that 2 will be cancelled. So that will be equal to, that we can write, that is 0.0591 minus log H plus concentration. The minus log H plus concentration, that is equal to, that is nothing but it is the pH. So the H2 to H plus, so that is equal to the pH. So from this equation that we can determine the pH of, if the H plus concentration is given, then E cell of the hydrogen can be determined. Or if the pH is given, then E cell can be determined. So the pH, that is equal to E cell of the hydrogen to H plus by the 0.0591. So this is the one formula. If we change it to E2H plus 2H2, then this value will be equal to minus 0.0591 into pH. So that means the pH is equal to, so little bit changes will be there. You remember this changes. If the hydrogen to H plus, it is plus. If it is H plus to H2 it is written, so then this value is equal to E2H plus 2H2 by the minus 0.0591, because this value normally will be given in the negative value, so that negative will be cancelled, so that positive comes out. Okay, this way the pH can be determined for the SHE. For any electrode, the pH can also be determined. For any electrode, the pH can be determined. So for any electrode. Let us take the one more example. Just I am giving the big idea to determine the pH in any electrochemical cell. Let us take the Zn to Zn plus 2, and it will be uh, H plus converted to H2, 1 atmosphere, and the platinum electrode. Suppose for this cell, the E cell value will be given. The E cell value is equal to, let us take the 0.3 volt, 0.3 volt, and the E naught Zn to Zn plus 2, that is equal to 0.78 volt, and E naught H2 to H plus, that is equal to 0.01. So that is the standard value that is given. So in this question, suppose just approximately I have given this question. So suppose the question asks, what is the pH of the solution here? What is the pH of the solution? So you have to write the Nernst equation, that is the E cell, that is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591, and the maximum electron exchange will be 2 here, because Zn to Zn plus 2, that will be 2 electron, 2H plus 2H2, that is also 2 electron. So the 2 here, and a log, and here the it will be the Zn plus 2 concentration divided by the H plus concentration to the power 2. H plus concentration to the power 2. This is the equation that we can write. Let me write here. It is Zn to Zn plus 2 electron, and it will be 2H plus 2 electron converted to H2. So what is the net equation? Net equation will be Zn 2H plus 2H plus converted to Zn plus 2 plus H2. Because the H2 pressure is 1 and Zn is equal to 1. So that will be Zn plus 2 by H plus concentration to the power 2. That we can understand from this equation. So now you see, so this is the Zn plus 2 concentration should be given, that is the, let it be 0.1. It will be given in the question. So using this formula, that you can know the pH can be determined. The here the E naught cell, because the E naught cell means it will be Zn, E naught Zn and E naught hydrogen, that will be equal to 0.78 volt. And if we change it, that will become plus 0.0591 by 2 log H plus concentration to the power 2 by the Zn plus 2 concentration. So logarithm, in case of the logarithm, that will be equal to 0.78 volt plus 0.0591 by 2 log H plus concentration to the power 2 minus log Zn plus 2 concentration. That will be kept in the bracket here. So this value, this will be this 2 can be taken to this side, and I can put a negative sign here. So that will be equal to 0.78 volt minus 0.0591 by 2, and I made it minus, so that will be minus. If I make it the 2 minus log, then it will be both are minus, then minus I have taken common, that is minus log H plus concentration, that is equal to, that is not equal to pH minus log Zn plus 2 concentration, that is the plus here, because both of the minus is taken the common here. So that is log Zn plus 2 concentration. The Zn plus 2 concentration is 0.1, and that is 0.1. So now you see the all the value here it is given the 0.3 volt. So everything is given. You can calculate the pH for any solution where the hydrogen electrode is one of the electrode. Not only the hydrogen electrode will be there. So you can calculate the pH in this equation. Clear? So you can calculate the pH without any problem. Sometimes what happens, instead of this, the chlorine gas will be given, and the Cl minus concentration will be given. So the pressure of the chlorine or the pressure of the hydrogen can also be determined. So the pressure is not given, that you can also determine the pressure of the hydrogen gas. So like this, that is so many applications are there. So other application I will explain you later. So the pH or the hydrogen concentration, anything can be determined by this formula. Just I am writing some of the formula. So the equilibrium constant, the Kc, equilibrium constant can be determined. That is another application. The at equilibrium, the E cell is equal to 0. So the E naught cell, that is equal to 2.303 RT by NF log Kc. So the equilibrium constant can be determined by this equation. So this is the one of the another application of the Nast equation to determine the equilibrium constant. So the another things that is very important, the enthalpy change can be determined. The delta H is equal to uh, delta H is equal to the minus NF taken the E cell, that is the E cell minus T, the change of E cell by the change of temperature at constant pressure. So this is the rate of change of EMF with the temperature. This is the rate of change of EMF with the temperature at constant pressure, at constant pressure. So this is a very important formula that will be applicable for you, and enthalpy change can be determined. Sorry, entropy change, delta S. Delta S can be also determined. That is this value. That is the this value. That is the NF uh, delta S, the enthalpy change, that is equal to NF d E cell d E cell by the dt at constant pressure. So this is also to calculate the delta S. This is to calculate the delta H. This is the formula. So this is most of the things we have discussed in the electro-Nast equation. So then you try all the problems, that will be very important, because Nast equation is applicable for IIT JEE advanced, main and advanced, for the NEET examination and for board examination. These are the very application. This is the very important one. Many times this relationship asked in examination. So that is also derived from the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Thank you, and I hope you understand the Nast equation. That is very very important part of the electrochemistry. And you subscribe my channel, that is the Barik Search Chemistry. And I am going to start the online classes. And my phone number is 95830 or it will be my mail ID is kcbarik at the rate gmail.com. You can join to my online classes, which is going to start very soon. So this is the uh, this video is mostly comprised of the Nast equation for your understanding, and I hope you can solve the many problem. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.